In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 26 postcards that are around Australia. Let's get right into it. The first two I'm showing is the Central Coast and Nora Head. This is where I am born and raised. The one on the left is called the Skillion in Terrigal. The next one is Nora Head and Lighthouse basking in early light. And the last one is Autumn Brings a Splash of Colour. The next one is Nora Head itself, and that's how big it is. And you can also see on the left that the beach keeps going down towards a place known as Soldiers Beach. Next two postcards are now in Newcastle, which is next door to the Central Coast. And it's a little bit like the Central Coast, and you can see there that that's a section of Newcastle that's covered around mostly beach, and you can see at the bottom there that it's showing the lighthouse. Dating back to 1858, Nobby's Lighthouse provides stunning views of Newcastle and the Pacific Ocean from its location on Nobby's Headland. This is Hunter Valley Gardens. I've been there a few times and it's a beautiful place. It actually has a section where it has nursery rhyme characters that if you walk around the path you get to see them all, as well as actually has such beautiful gardens, and you can just see at the bottom there with all the beautiful flowers. It's such a lovely place to go check out. Next place I'm showing is a place called Coffs Harbour. Up the top here is actually showing Coffs Harbour, and the bottom is called the Big Banana. The Big Banana is actually the most infamous attraction spot for Coffs Harbour. Up the top it says view showing the harbour, Mutton Bird Island and the city. Did you know the Big Banana Coffs Harbour was the first big thing in Australia? It was opened December 1964 as a roadside banana stall and to advertise Coffs Harbour's banana industry. Now it is the centre of a major theme park featuring a number of rides and attractions for all ages. This is a place called Granda, and the bridge is called Prince Alfred Bridge. The 1867 iron three-span Warren Truss Road Bridge and two suggestive viaducts carried the Hume Highway traffic for 10 years until the Sheehan Bridge opened in 1977. So this was in inland of Australia coming back from a holiday that I went on, but you can just see there how beautiful it looks with the sun behind it. This is St John's Anglican Church, Camden, which is within Campbelltown. It's actually a very nice little country place, as you can see there on the postcard. Lithgow, this is where specifically inland on a holiday that I was going off, and I dropped here for a quick stop to check out the town before I kept going. Port Macquarie, this is what I could only find in the store, but I actually don't mind it as it's got signs showing a bunch of things, and I like the combi van in the desert. Foster, known as 1 Mile Beach, and there's actually a few beaches in Foster that you can actually check out, and this one I never got to see myself, but just looking at the photograph with the sun, I think rising or setting, it looks really like a nice beach to go check out. Blue Mountains I've been to a few times. Over here is actually the Three Sisters. Now there's a lot more amazing information about these rocks that you can go look up on Google to check out, but it was very fascinating to be there, and it's just an open wideness of just mountains, trees and rocks everywhere. Such an incredible sight to see. I've never been to Malakuta, but you can see in the photo it's close to water, and I think you can actually camp by the looks of the camping spot there. So it would be nice to go check out Malakuta and see what it's all about. This is within Canberra. The one on the top actually shows the National Museum of Australia, and it has devised stories of Australia through compelling objects, ideas and events, and as well as they focus on Indigenous histories, cultures, European settlement and our interaction with the environment. Right in the very distance of the top card you can see Telstra Tower in the mountain. The one in the middle is the War Memorial. This is where they show tribute to all the World War soldiers that went to World War and have all their names along with red poppies that they've put into within the side of the buildings through here and through here. But it's a very nice, fascinating place to check out within Canberra. The last one is showing a place called Cockington Gardens, and it's actually has been around, I believe, since the 70s, and they basically make little miniature buildings from all over different parts of the world. They've got a section where they show different countries. And it's a cute little village. The Camden Haven, you can see that there's a lot of different interesting places within the Camden Haven that you can go check out, along with beautiful parts of sailboats up the top there. There's a pelican, and then you've got some other interesting sites. This took me, I think, quite a bit of a drive to get there because I have seen that big axe in person and it looked pretty cool. Byron Bay. Now, how to describe Byron Bay is it's a very spiritual, very hippie sort of town. Very beautiful, and it's definitely a bit like the Central Coast in regards with the lighthouse and the coastal beaches. And I've actually seen this beach here in person, and it's a very nice place. Clockwise from top left, Tango's Beach, view on Cape Byron Lighthouse. Cape Byron Lighthouse, Byron Bay's main beach, sunset at Werntigo's Beach. These two places are within the Gold Coast, and this is a place I got to visit back in May of 2023. The image on the top is actually showing from a skyscraper known as Sky Deck, and it's actually showing all of the beautiful Gold Coast that you can see down below. And I actually do recommend going to the Gold Coast. It's such a beautiful place to check out, along with Brisbane. At the bottom there, again, same image but in a different perspective, and you can see here how long the beach actually is. The golden sands of Main Beach stretch south past the high-rise buildings of Surfers Paradise. Surfers lifesavers use rescue craft like this to assist swimmers in trouble. This one is also within the Gold Coast, and it actually is Warner Brothers Movie World that you can go check out. It's a theme park place that you can go explore and go on some roller coasters, which is nice. And you can see all the little different characters there. Third last postcard is Wollongong, or for the locals known as The Gong, and it's actually a very nice, lovely place here. I've been there quite a lot of times, and I've actually even walked along that grassy bit. I've had for quite a long time actually this postcard, and it is Melbourne, Australia. I've actually been to quite a lot of those places that you could see within the postcard, and it's definitely a place to worth check it out. They have the best coffee there, and along the alleyways in Melbourne you can actually check out a lot of interesting different cafes, street art. There's a lot of different other attractions you can see as well. The very last postcard is from Broome, is showing Cable Beach in Western Australia. I've been to this beach once and I really love it. As you can see there, the water is crystal clear blue and the sunsets are truly amazing. Cable Beach, 22 kilometers of white sand and warm turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean. Cable Beach takes its name from the telegraph cable that was installed in 1889 between Broome and Java. There you have it. That is 26 postcards that I've collected over the years within Australia. Today I'm going to be showing you 10 postcards that I have gotten from a friend of mine that I met many years ago, and it's such a privilege to share with you all the postcards that I've gotten from them. Her name is Emma, and I have been in contact with Emma for quite some time, and over the years she has sent me 10 different postcards. Now these are the 10 postcards that I would love to share with you all, and I'm going to read at the back of what she has written behind them. She is such a lovely person. So without further ado, let me get started reading and showing you all the postcards she has given to me over the years. This is the first postcard, and this is from Worcester, which is in the UK. This is what she has wrote. Here is another postcard for you, this time from my home city of Worcester, about 2.5 hours drive from London, and the picture shows the riverside by night with the cathedral in the background. I climbed to the top a few years ago and the views were well worth it. It is a lovely place and I hope you get to visit someday. You know what, Emma, I like to hope to definitely check out your hometown. It is so beautiful, and look how stunning the nightlife is there. This is actually called The Hive, which is actually a library, and you can see the detail they have put into making this building, and I actually hope that I would like to visit this someday. I spotted this postcard yesterday and thought you would really like it. Hopefully one day you can see The Hive in person. It's very cold here at the moment. about 1 degree Celsius. So I'm very envious of Australia heat. This one now is a compilation of all different pictures from London. That is a place I would love to go see one day, and just seeing this image, I can't wait to go and actually see these places. Sending a little bit of the UK your way. I hope that you get to visit someday and see the country that forms part of your heritage. Next one is another part of London, and you can see the Ferris wheel there and all of the beautiful part of, I think the Thames River, I think that's how you pronounce it, and the wonderful, gorgeous nightlife. Sorry this postcard is so late. Feels like a lifetime ago that I was last in London. Hope you're doing well and that things are a bit more settled now COVID-wise. It's still very bad here. It was great to video call not long ago. This must have been given to me when COVID was extremely bad, but this postcard definitely made my day throughout that horrible time when COVID was extremely horrendous. This one's actually a daytime picture, and actually this is called the London Eye, and you can just see, even though it's a section of it, actually looks quite beautiful to see all of London like this during the day. Sending a little bit of London to Australia. You're welcome to visit the UK anytime. Oh, you know what, Emma? For sure, definitely. Emma actually went to go to Warner Brothers studio tour in the UK, and this is one of the postcards that she's got from there. I'm so excited to actually go there myself, and this is what she wrote at the back of the card. I want to just send you a little bit of the HP Studios tour, which I visited last month. It's amazing, and I really hope you get to visit sometime. Next postcard is showing the Westminster Abbey, which is a very beautiful building right there. And guess what? It's even got a little phone booth as well. Love to check out the phone booth because I know that London phone booths are really incredible. Here's another London postcard for you showing Westminster Abbey, which is where the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, William Kate, got married. It's very close to the Houses of Parliament. This is the Minster Cathedral, which is in York in the UK, and I just simply like the look of this postcard, solely just with showing beautiful lush trees, the brick fencing there, and just seeing the Minster Cathedral in the distance was absolutely beautiful. Hope you're doing well and been managing okay with lockdown. I went to York with my sister on Wednesday, 1st of September, for the first time since I was really young. It is a city with a lot of history. We visited the Minster, which is an amazing cathedral. I know you'll love it. So this second last postcard from Emma is actually Edinburgh, which is in Scotland. This looks absolutely such a beautiful place that I hope to definitely check out myself one day. Love Scotland. I just wanted to send you a little piece of Edinburgh. It's a really wonderful place, and I hope you are able to make the trip over here one day. You would love it. It's a very sunny day as I write this. Oh, that's so cool. Glad it was a sunny day for you, Emma. And this card is very inspirational. So the final card is in a place called Copenhagen. As I'll keep reading this, I'm sure that I don't think it's in the UK, I think it's in another part. Let me show you a close up. So there's all the beautiful boats there, and you can see all the connected buildings along there in the background as well. Looks like a cute little section, and I like the little river along the bottom there. I want to just send you this postcard from my recent trip to Copenhagen in Denmark. Okay, so this is actually in Denmark. It was such a nice city to visit with colourful architecture and a canal called Nyhavn on the front of this card. We also travelled to a castle in a place called Hilord. I had a really good time and enjoyed the scenery. Also loved hot dogs. Oh, that's good you had some hot dogs, Emma, and really enjoyed the atmosphere of being in Denmark. What a beautiful card too. That has been 10 postcards that my good friend from the UK, Emma, has sent to me over the years, and I'm so blessed to have an incredible friend like her, and I can't wait to see her in the future sometime. Today we are going to be looking at 33 different postcards that are from America. I have actually collected a lot of these different postcards from different people or that I have gotten from my trip back in 2019. let's check them out. Before I get started, I only showing the first 10 that I have actually been to. First three I'm showing is Hollywood and Los Angeles. The top one you can obviously see it is showing the Hollywood sign, and along with the middle one showing all different parts of LA, the last of it in the nightlife, which is quite cool. Hollywood, California. Walk of Fame, Mann's Chinese Theatre and the Hollywood Bowl symbolise the greatness of Hollywood past and present. A moonlit night over Los Angeles, magnificent skyline as seen from MacArthur Park. The Griffith Observatory has been a major Los Angeles landmark since 1935. Visited by nearly 2 million people each year, it ranks as one of the top tourist attractions of Southern California. It sits on the southern slope of Mount Hollywood, where it commands a stunning view of Los Angeles basin below. Santa Monica Pier, a bustling boardwalk, huge Ferris wheel, is the city of Santa Monica's icon. The Santa Monica Pier has restaurants, bars, souvenir shops, and some street performers. At almost all hours you'll find at least a few people fishing as well. The Santa Monica Pier has terrific coastline views of Malibu and the South Bay and is within walking distance of the 3rd Street Promenade. For decades, Santa Monica has been the beach in Los Angeles. The vibrant beach community opens its arms to everyone and it's close to most Southern California's best attractions, including Disneyland, Universal Studios, and Hollywood. Actually been to Santa Monica, and during the day, such a beautiful place to check out. Been to Anaheim, Disneyland, and it is one of the most loveliest places on earth. And it was such a thrill to actually see the park and walk around it. I've also been to Radiator Springs across from Disneyland, and that was quite nice to be along, and particularly going on the car ride. The night sky implodes in an array of colours behind the Magic Kingdom castle in Anaheim. Hop in a car and take a rollicking road trip to Radiator Springs, where you'll find John Mayer, Lightning McQueen, Sally and the rest of the gang from Cars. They're getting ready for the big race about to take place on the scenic highway just outside of town. The last 2 postcards that I did get to actually go see was South Pasadena. Now, even though these don't show it, what beautiful cards that I wanted to share with you all right here. This card on the bottom says, is created from our love of vintage paper, Hermia, representing many cultures. The name Ganapati is derived from Ganesha, the elephant-headed Hindu deity whose significance wisdom and good fortune, and is known as the remover of obstacles. These next postcards are places that I have not been to in the States, but I have collected by other people. Venice Beach at the top there, I have not visited, but I have seen in the distance from Santa Monica, I believe, or another part of the day when I was traveling there, but I never got to physically walk it. The boardwalk feature has been used in numerous television and feature films throughout the decade. It's one of those destinations where one says, did you see that? The one at the bottom, I actually have got to do a tour around along Warner Brothers Studios. Really like this postcard and particularly showing all the different parts that you can see there. I have 5 postcards from New York City, and these are just 3 out of the 5, and I'll show 2 in a minute. Top one, I can see that it looks like a very busy part of New York. The second one shows all the different history buildings plus the Statue of Liberty. And then the last one shows basically part of all the city of New York. You've got the Brooklyn Bridge up the top there along the evening, which looks such a beautiful photo taken. And then the bottom you can see, I believe it's Times Square, New Jersey. So the one on the top shows different parts of New Jersey and the bottom shows Seaside Heights. I particularly like these Disneyland from Florida postcards because they actually move, which I think is absolutely incredible. I have 3 more postcards from Florida. One at the top actually shows the state. Then the middle one, you can see all the Disney characters such as Mickey, Minnie, Donald Duck, and the other 2. And the last one at the bottom shows Palm Beach. Moving along to Virginia. I don't know exactly where Virginia is in the States, but it looks like it's a very coastal place from looking at all the images there, and you can actually see at the bottom what the state looks like and all the different little places that if you were to travel and check Virginia out, you can see all the main attractions within the state. We're in now Washington, D.C., the political place of America. I actually really hope to see the White House along with other parts of Washington because it looks very fascinating, and I know there's a lot of cultural American history within that state that would be worth seeing. Landmarks of Washington, D.C. shown: the Capitol Building, Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, National Mall, and the White House. On a clear sunny day, the scene of the Ulysses S. Grant Memorial combined with the 19-foot statue Freedom atop the Capitol's dome is quite picturesque. We are now currently in New Orleans, Louisiana. Again, not too sure where Louisiana state is within the States, but these two postcards do have interesting information about Louisiana. The one on the top is an American alligator. The American alligator, as seen here, is Louisiana's state reptile. Louisiana boasts 15 alligator bayons alone in the early 1960s. Louisiana's alligators were almost extinct. However, scientific studies made Louisiana a leader in alligator conservation. Jackson Square, New Orleans. Jackson Square is a historic park in the French Quarter of New Orleans and was declared a National Historic Landmark in 1960. After the Battle of New Orleans in 1815, it was renamed Jackson Square after the victorious US General Andrew Jackson. I have two more postcards from New Orleans and they're quite fascinating. Here's some information on both of them. French Quarter, New Orleans. New Orleans is the most unique city in the United States, and at its heart is the French Quarter, the most historic area in the city, rich in history. The French Quarter is the only intact French colonial and Spanish settlement remaining in the United States. This 10-block square is a mosaic of colours, sounds, tastes, smell and feelings like no other place in the world. Nestled in the Mississippi River crescent, the quarter is a blend of old and new traditions, cultures, customs. Mardi Gras, a French colony first celebrated in 1699. Oh wow. Is being celebrated here in the French Quarter. St. Louis Cathedral. New Orleans is instantly recognized by the St. Louis Cathedral and is positioned overlooking Jackson Square. These postcards I've actually had for quite some time. I actually met a person who lives in Louisiana who gave me these cards I think nearly 10 years ago. I've had these for quite a while and it feels great to always look at them when I flick through all of these incredible postcards. The very last one is actually Washington, D.C. It is from there, and it actually shows all the presidents that you can see within the postcards. So it's very interesting to see that there's actually quite a lot of presidents within the states that have been around for nearly a long time, and have been many that have come and gone. That has been 33 postcards that I have collected over the years from America. Today I'm going to be showing you 20 different postcards from different parts of the world. Let's check them out. The postcard on the top is from 1992 and it's showing a cottage from Somerset at Selworthing, and it looks like a very cute little cottage. The second postcard in the middle is Kenliston Hall, Derbyshire. And it says here, the south front of the house designed by Robert Adam and begun in 1759. The last one at the bottom is a place called Stades, which is in Wakefield, and it is a beautiful little cottagey village place. And actually, interesting fact about Stades, Captain Cook actually went there, and there is a place called the Cobb and Lost there that is definitely worth to check out. We're now looking at Edinburgh on the top, and this postcard is from 1996. and it says here Old Town and Princes Street Gardens, Edinburgh. What a beautiful postcard it actually is, because you can see all the different parts of Edinburgh. Even though this postcard is from the late 90s, it still actually shows a bit of history towards the image above. Underneath that is the Scarenberg, which is also in the UK, and it says here, Rotunda Museum opened in 1829. This unique circular building is one of the world's first purpose-built museums. The design of the building was suggested by William Smith, known as the father of English geology. The next two is London, and as you can see, it shows all the different places of London there, which I think is fantastic. And then you've got another card at the bottom saying Edinburgh Castle and Royal Military Tattoo. So that must be an event that happens in Edinburgh, which will be one day be cool to actually see in person. The next three postcards are actually from France, and you can see up the top there all the different collages of different pictures within France. And it says on the back of the top postcard, Toulouse, in brackets, Houti Gaoni. I think that's how you pronounce that. Second postcard in the middle is showing the word France in font, but then showing other different parts within France. And then you got the bottom postcard, which has in French those words that I unfortunately don't know how to pronounce, but hopefully you guys in the comments can pronounce it, or viewers who are watching. But as you can see, some more different buildings, architecture, and a bridge, which looks very lovely. We have moved now to India, and now I actually like the two of these postcards because it gives an interesting perspective on what India looks like. So the one on the top is from 1997, on backwaters. People wait at the native landing place for country boats, which are the easiest methods of transportation. This is Kerala in India. The postcard at the bottom is from the year 2000. Market Kado Ink Canal S India. Mother Earth showers on her children the bounty try of her natural products. It's nice to see that there's a bit of market showing at the bottom and along a little bit of a river at the top, which is very cool. We are in now New Zealand, and as you can see here, these three postcards represent New Zealand so beautifully, and particularly the postcard on the very top showing some beautiful birds, wildlife, and flora and fauna. The one on the middle shows a kiwi bird that is very fascinating to see, and then we've got the bottom one showing a very interesting mountain. Milford Sound, South Island, New Zealand. The white heron, or kotuku, on this stamp is a welcome and regular visitor to Milford Sound, returning after year. Very fascinating. I really like the next card that I'm about to show you guys. So this, from what it says at the back of the card, is 36 views of Mount Fuji, view on a fine breezy day. And you can just see the beautiful detail. Saying here, this is by Katshush Hika Hokyuasai, born in 1760 and passed away in 1849. Wow, what a very talented artist to actually redesign Mount Fuji. The next postcard I am showing you is from Mexico, and the year of this postcard is in 1998. So this location is called Palenque, Chiapas, and it says in brackets 100A.C. to 900D.C. What I like about this card is how fascinating this stone design is, and the building here. I wonder if this location is there today. Who knows? We are now officially showing you Fiji Islands, and it is showing Natadola Beach, South Coast, Viti Levu. This beautiful scheduled white sand is a marvelous location for picnicking and is a favourite surfing beach. There are resorts located on the beach where refreshments are available, and local villagers often horse ride. Wow, how incredible they're able to just bring a horse on the beach, and also you can just enjoy the waves going by. We're officially now in Toronto. Just by the look of this card, I really in particular like the city nightlife here, in particular all the buildings and the lights appearing into the sky there. It says here this is from Toronto. During early June 2007, the CN Tower was outfitted with 1,330 super bright LED lights to light the tower from dusk until 2 a.m. The lights will be turned off during the spring and autumn bird migration seasons. So that's very cool that they have birds that migrate during seasons along there. The very final card is Niagara Falls in Canada. This is quite a very fantastic card and panoramic, mind you, looking at the waterfall that's coming down there. And you've got another one there on the right. This is an art print by Nigeria imaging artist Paul Albert Agustino. Thank you, Paul, for taking such an incredible photo and putting it onto a postcard. This person who gave this to me a while ago wrote, "The Nigeria River separates the US plus Canada, flowing towards Lala Ontario, the St. Lawrence Road, the Atlantic Ocean. It splits at Goat Island, NY, USA, to form the American and Bridal Veil Falls on the left side, the city of Niagara Falls, NY, behind, and the beautiful Horseshoe Falls, Ontario, Canada, on the right. A small place of the Niagara parking can be seen in the lower right corner. Not a wonder of the world, but definitely worth the trip to Canada. Especially worth the trip to Canada for the views of Niagara Falls. Well, I would certainly like to one day check out this spot in time." That has been the final lot of postcards shown. Today I've got something a little special that I would like to share with you for this video. I was digging through my folder and I came across these two cards that are right here that I had gotten from my pop many years ago before he passed in 2011. The cards and what he's written inside of them means so much to me. I'll show an image on the screen of what he looked like, and I want his legacy to be remembered forever and always. So the first card I'm going to read out is this one, and this is what he said in this card, which I felt like it was so beautiful the way he's written it, and the handwriting is amazing too. "As you leave childhood behind, advance toward manhood. Be kind to yourself. Pursue your dreams. They may take you now and in the future. Have a great birthday, many happy years ahead. Lots of love, Pops." I think that was so sweet, the way he wrote that. And looking back, it's quite nice to just feel something a part of him that he wrote that card for me many years ago. It's nice to hear. The second card's quite cool. It's got a bunch of smiley faces in it, but what he written in this one astounds me even to this day. "Life is a daily adventure, constantly changing, never knowing what each day will bring. And so you learn a little every day. Face each day and problems with fortitude. You are not alone. Seek solace from the ones you love. I have great faith in you and your ability to overcome life's challenges. Stay strong so I may gain strength from your courage. Lots of love, Pops." He knew well words of his wording, and to go back and reread this card that he's done to me many years ago place a dearness into my heart. So Pops, from the heavens, skies above, I thank you to this day with these cards that you've given me, and I will be taking all the advice that you've given me from these cards that you've written so long ago. Thank you for your courage, thank you for your words, and foremost thank you for being you, writing them towards me.